Welcome to a presentation of KeyLadder 401k Wealth, using 401k savings to build a residential rental real estate portfolio. We'll start with your 401k plan. Your employer may offer a plan to match your savings. For example, they will pay 4% if you pay 4% in your savings, and you're permitted to put more than that in up to the federal limit each year. Various investments are offered within the plan for you to choose from. If you remove funds from the plan before you're 52 and a half, you'll pay a penalty and taxes on what you remove. There may be some exceptions in your plan for health issues or to purchase a primary residence. Most plans have a method to borrow up to $50,000 from the plan. When you borrow, you must repay the amount plus interest, which goes back into your account. The interest rate is different for each plan, but within 4 to 5% is typical. Repayment times vary as well, but are generally as long as 5 years. Some may be longer for a primary residence. If you're 59 and a half, you can use the 401k funds to invest without paying taxes. There's a complete procedure for this, so don't go out and remove the funds until you have read up on this or checked it out on our website. Residential rental property details. We're going to present an example here of a real property and a real transaction that occurred. The funds were not from a 401k plan, but everything else we're going to use is accurate. This was a duplex building with 2 apartments. Each was 4-bedroom, 2-bath. The property is 9 years old. The property is fully rented at the time of purchase, which helps to verify the rent rate. The building is in great condition. No work is required inside or out. And the property is professionally managed with a 10% management fee. Well, here are some more details regarding the transaction itself. The purchase price was $136,000, which happened to appraise at that amount. The interest rate at the time for multifamily financing was 5.63% APR. The term was 30 years with a 25% down payment. The closing costs were $7,740, which included tax and insurance impounds. Both units are rented for a total income of $1,970 per month. No HOA or other fees except owner pays water, sewer, and trash because there are no separate meters for the water. There is an 8% vacancy and a 3% maintenance reserve allowance already factored in the numbers that you'll see in a moment. This means that there's funds there to take care of any vacancy that occurs and also repairs that will take place. So now we'll talk a little bit about borrowing from your 401k. Now you've found the ideal property to invest in. We just discussed it. The next step is to apply for a loan with your employer, and this process could take a couple of weeks, maybe even longer than that, so you might want to inquire before you even start down this path of acquiring residential rental property. You'll be borrowing $42,000 from your 401k at 5% interest for a period of 5 years. Your monthly payment will be $792. You're paid every 2 weeks, so your employer will deduct $396 from your paycheck. Starting out, your first month's payment will include $617.59 in principal and $175 in interest. That's an important number to remember. We'll talk about it in a moment. If you normally max out on your contributions, all we're saying is that this would allow you, putting the interest in, to put more than the maximum allowed by law, because the law doesn't consider interest as exceeding your total investment limit. It's time to talk about the deal. The deal is outlined here on the right side of the screen. Note that there's a variance between the net monthly income and the monthly loan payment of $300 $65 per month. That means that although you're making $428 in net income, your loan payment is $793. So where will that $365 per month come from? Well, let's talk about how to make up the difference. As we noted in the previous slide, $175 a month of the payment you're making is going into your account as interest, so essentially it's being paid back. So for all intents and purposes, you could reduce the amount that you are contributing to your 401k as long as you are not reducing it below the threshold of the match. So if the match is 4%, you've been putting in 12%, you can reduce the amount that you put in the 401k because you are actually putting in another $175 per month. This would leave a shortage of about $190 per month. Let's talk about taxes and how taxes can help you make up that difference. So picking up from the previous slide, we have a $190 a month variance between the net rental income and the monthly payment of your 401k. You've already reduced the contribution by the interest you're paying on the loan. Now let's talk about taxes. So the depreciation on this property would be $4,945 a year, or about $412 per month from your total income on your federal taxes. So let's assume you're in the 22% tax bracket. That would provide you with about $90 per month in tax relief, which you could apply, and that will take the $190 down to $100 per month between the income and the 401k payment. Remember a couple of things here. Rents are going to increase faster than costs, and property will appreciate in value. So you will gradually make up that $100 over time as the rents increase. Now it's time to discuss the actual results of our investment using 401k funds. You borrowed your own money. You paid yourself interest of $5,555 over 5 years into your own 401k account, and you made an additional $38,358 on your investment. So you've more than doubled your money. Imagine doing that again and again. So starting out with $42,000 investment, the proceeds from the sale after deducting cost of selling would return you $39,358. You've added $5,555 in loan interest to your account. So during this entire period of time, as a result of borrowing, you have accumulated $44,913. I'm so tongue-tied because of this extreme amount of income earned. Cash on cash return during the 5 years on average is 14.6%. Now compare that to the stock market on an average of 7%, or a money market fund that earns 2 or 3%. So 14.6% is a very good return. The 5-year return on investment is 106.9%. and that includes the interest on the 401k loan as well. We've just gone through this part of buying and managing residential rental real estate. KeyLadder has developed a residential real estate investment education center where we offer courses to anyone, but it particularly benefits first-time buyers and passive investors. So please visit our center and go through our free introductory course at least, and if you like it, sign up for other courses. Thank you for visiting the KeyLadder website, and we hope you take one of our courses in the future.